feel like I need some theme music. I had something on my mind. I figure I would get in where I fit in right now, real quick, for a little meek talk. Y'all know how I do. We're going to pop it off if it's 1, 2, 21, or 501. I'm going to talk because I got something to say today. I'm just kidding. Shoot, I just survived the hurricane. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad here. Just a lot of rain. Well, I thought it was just a lot of rain and wind. Myself out here door dashing and Uber and for my life. Like, yeah, this good storm money. And not even 15 minutes up the road, a tornado then snatched the car up on the highway and tossed it a little bit. Landed on another car from the news clip. I'm thinking like, man, I bet you that person had to come to Jesus. If that was me in that car, I promise you I'd have been on the straight and narrow from this day forward. I can't imagine getting swept up. What's up? No, I was kidding. Hey, atmosphere. Very cool, man. Yeah, somebody got tossed a little bit by a tornado yesterday while I was out here making big money. All I kept thinking was, oh my God, like, what if that would have happened in front of me? Because I ain't going to say what's going to happen to me because I trust God too much. I think that's what happened. He kept me in a little sweet spot because he knew what I was trying to accomplish. Because I promise you, there was no wind, rain, thunder, lightning, and just a lot of little rain on and off. I'm like, I would have never imagined driving down a highway and all of a sudden a tornado just bounced down and smacked a car. I promise you, I think that person probably had to come to Jesus and is a new creature today, especially living after something like that, because it could have went differently, you know. So I don't know. Hey, CKJ. Ooh, and I almost said it again, buddy. Reading the screen and I almost still said, see, I'm getting better though. Yeah, so I'm thankful that we didn't get a lot of anything going on here. It's always a thing with these tropical systems when they come through here. Me being from Ohio, I had to like dig myself up before I moved here to say, okay, ain't no hurricanes gonna hit. When it's a hurricane, it's gonna turn. Hey, Selena, it's gonna turn. It ain't gonna hit, and if it do, it's gonna be weak. And I've been here 15 years, and literally from the first time I came here until now, they either have turned at the same spot or been on fire and then died down right before they get here. So I've been pretty fortunate not to have to really deal with an actual real hurricane, you know. Because us Ohio people, we know about blizzards. We don't know about no hurricanes. Because my whole idea was, if a hurricane come, I'll just get in the car and leave. But until you see a reversal change, a lane reversal change on the highway, because I did leave for one, but I was going to a conference. And I saw them shut down the highway and make make everybody going out. Drive carefully. Man. And then on my way home, I seen like it was this graveyard and like the tombstones were above the ground. Hey, Miss Lady T. The tombstone was above the ground. The McDonald's sign was hanging. God, that's always a payment. But yeah, man. I thought I was the last tropical storm, they shut down DoorDash. We couldn't do nothing. So I was out on my balcony acting like I was a weather reporter. I'd be bored. That's why I don't be like to stay in the house. But I know when it's a lot of rain, it's a lot of money. So that was my idea yesterday. You know, rent is due, mother. But that's neither here nor there. Just a little quick, I guess, story time. I don't know. I was laughing because my daughter had texted me early in the morning yesterday, like, "Mommy, And then I'm like texting back. She ain't say nothing. I'm calling her. She ain't saying nothing. And I finally talked to this woman last night about like 6:30. And she like, I was up and I had an energy drink and I couldn't go to sleep. And then when I text you, I suddenly fell asleep. But I was calling to ask if you was in a hurricane. I'm like, way to go, daughter. Way to go. Sound like me on these dang. I need to stop drinking these energy drinks. But anywho, as y'all know, I am going through a process of getting ready to relocate and just kind of overall rebranding myself, getting back to the basics. Y'all know we done talked about that. Um, Also just recognizing and realizing the things that maybe I still want to do. The things that, sometimes we put things down. He gave me a payment notice. What you mean, CKJ? Why are you laughing? But sometimes we'll have ideas over the years and maybe never get to it, or maybe put it down, or even forget it sometime, because life start happening. Things you might have tried and it didn't work before, or even things you might have been scared to do. And honestly, that's where I am now. It's like, for my next phase in my life, I was telling my homie today, like, I want to live my life like, look, mom, look, dad, did you see it? Because they're not here no more. I want to make my parents proud. I want to do everything that I would have loved for them to get to see, but they can't. So I feel like if I don't at least go hard in that aspect, then I I'm not I'm not reaching my fullest potential. I don't know about y'all, but I think that making our parents proud, that's a reward to them, and it's a form of honor for them. So just because they're not here anymore, it doesn't mean I don't still want to accomplish or achieve those things. There were many things that me and my dad talked about, because he was also in the same business, that I value and I carry. Like, y'all, I'm the short hair specialist. My strength is in cutting. Originally, I was going to go to school to be a barber, but I ended up going to cosmetology, and cutting has always been my strength because I got it naturally. I could cut your hair just by I literally feel like I learned how to cut hair because of the way it felt like my stylist cut mine. What it felt like she was doing in my head, I did to other people. And when I got to school, I was doing that. And they was like amazed, because I'm like junior. They call it juniors and seniors in hair school. So every Saturday we would have to go on the floor and do hair. And the seniors would mess with us because, they were the seniors. So they would give us tickets that we probably shouldn't have had. And they used to try to F with your girl and give her haircutting tickets. And we hadn't even gotten the haircutting in the book. Nah, that was Klarna, CKJ. And but man, I knocked it out the park. We couldn't use oil in hair school when I first started, so I would keep a little bottle of Kimmy oil in my pocket. I would sneak. We couldn't do weave. I would take it, pin their hair in the bathroom. But needless to say, when the first time I had a haircut, the teacher would go and get all the rest of the instructors and be like, "Please come here, look at this. Oh my God, she's never cut. She hasn't even learned cutting before. Look at this work." Because I was one of them people that was scared to use the Marcel irons, the ones that go in the stove. I was scared of those things. But so I was cold with them electric curlers. You wouldn't have known the difference. So it's like my work was always superb, I would say. And I know how to do a ball razor, but I don't really do men, but I might when I move. So having said that, I was always skilled in hair cutting. So that's the part of my gift that I honed in on. That's what I love to do, cut and style short hair. So I made it my business to become what I feel is an expert. And I continue to do that even today. But as I add on to things, doing hair, this is my platform. This is my platform to reach any other avenue that I need to reach. I can do many things as a stylist, through what I do because I'm connected to people, um, all types of people, all different walks of life, different ages and everything. So not only am I able to maybe encourage a woman and make her feel better, but I'm also able to connect with um, tax preparers, real estate agents, nurses, different women with different careers. And I was on here doing hair last week, and I started to show my jewelry on there because I was just, kicking off time while the client was under the dryer. It'd be a few people on here with me when I'm doing hair or whatever. And I'm showing the jewelry, and I think it might have been Atmosphere because he was like, I can't imagine what all you got at your house. And I'm like, no, I ain't got no jewelry at the house. But then I start pulling out clothes. And it hit me like, man, dude, look at all this money around you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like 10 seconds close to closing out my account with paparazzi, the jewelry thing. But I feel like now because I am going to a whole different playing field, I got to keep that afloat, So yeah, I got to give me like $85 so I can stay up with them. And then I got to start remarketing those things, my jewelry, my clothes, because I got some amazing pieces of clothes that I think because of where I am, it just didn't do much. But with a new outlook on what I'm trying to do and a whole new networking market, that stuff will be gone and I know it. So that's how I kind of start thinking about what I'm talking about right now, like the access that we have. Like, do we really realize the access that we got? I wasn't even thinking like that. I would be sitting here like, oh my God, I gotta drive. I gotta drive. I gotta drive. The hair ain't nobody booked no appointment today. Let me get out here and get this money. And every time I would get in the car, half the time it'd be like dead. And I'm like, what is going on? But I think that it's important that we really think about what we have that can ultimately be an asset in our life, that can be a stream of income. And it doesn't even have to be something in your hand. It can be something in your head, in your mind, a thought. Um, I think I was listening to Kevelo this morning, and he was talking about how he was, about his business he started and everything. Because I had started watching him about his business, and that kind of, put a little fire under me. I love being encouraged by my people, especially when they're younger, but just in general, when I see somebody else doing something, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on fire, I'm ready. So he was saying that he started his mobile business, and of course, in true form, some of our people are like, oh, he got this kind of car. And I really commend him for understanding how business works. It's not about what the ride look like, it's about the investment you put into it. All that other stuff, the shiny come later. You invest in what you need to do an excellent job, which is your equipment, your tools, your the things that you need, your supplies. Same with me. And he said, I was sitting there and I was thinking, what can I do? I know how to wash cars. And I'm like, you know what? There it is again. I know how to do so many things. What is it that you know how to do that you can turn into a LLC and actually execute it and make it a lucrative business? We are so, as a people, we are so gifted and talented, but I don't think we realize that talent can equal dollars. They say we're supposed to work smarter, not harder. But we dumb ourselves down with so many different gifts in our hands that equal revenue. I'm not a money person. Trust me. I done messed up a whole lot. If I could go back to the first maybe 10 years of my career and like I'm still learning, but if I could go back to the first 10 years of my career with the bit of knowledge I have now, I would be a millionaire. And that's not knowing a whole lot. I would be a millionaire. If I was connected to my mentor like I am today, and then with the money I was making back then, I would definitely be a millionaire. I need to turn these things off because it's distracting me. I would definitely be a millionaire. And I can still do that. That's neither here nor there. But if I'm talking about this now, maybe there's somebody who is in the front end of their business and making a lot of money and not necessarily investing or doing the right thing with their money, which was my case. You know, I was well taken care of. My parents, I ain't want for my mama. I ain't want for nothing. My daddy would have been like, "Oh, y'all don't need no shoes. We had to walk to school in the snow 20 miles and we wore our shoes till holes in it." My mom be like, "Nigga, ain't nobody wearing that shit. Not my kids." But I was well taken care of. And I think because between my sister and I had children, my mother tend to do more for me because of my children. You know, there wasn't a boundary set that said, "I'm gonna help you." It was Meek made, let's say I made $1,800 this week. And I seen a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to buy, but rent due Monday. Meek would go buy a whole bunch of stuff. Foolish. I would go buy a whole bunch of stuff and then be like, "Mom, I ain't make enough." And my mother would pay my bills. And I would sit there like, "Man, I'm only gonna do that this month. I ain't gonna do it again." Every month I might not have did it as bad, but I would do it. And then I would be mad at myself because I'll be like, I feel trapped and I'm for no reason. You know, I used to say I feel like I'm in a cage with the door open and I ain't getting out. I'm independent, but I'm dependent. And it was like, man, a wake up call, I think in 2004 when I had to leave. You know, I thank God that I finally decided to get out and clip my own wings because now my mother is gone. You know, what if I would have went all those years and it was still the same way? I would not have known even how to take care of myself as a woman, let alone a mom. I had to literally learn to take care of myself first, then come back around and take care of my little brother and sister that I gave birth to. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it was. I did everything for my kids, but my mother took care of all of us. So it's like, man, you know, if I can have any kind of part of my life, my testimony that could help another young lady who is in a situation where she has a super support system or even don't have a support system. Because I'm telling you, I didn't understand somebody whose mama wouldn't babysit their kids. I was looking like, huh? Your mama won't keep your kids? Man, Jamaica could hop on a plane and be gone to Cancun for 8 days. And my mother be like, "You leaving them here? They ain't going to stay with them. I'm their real grandmother." She was funny, but yeah, that was how she felt. Like, I'm the grandmother that's going to take care of them, not nobody else. But I think if I would have had boundaries back then, you know me, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to pay your rent. Yeah, but I'm going to help you. I got $200 a month for you, and you got to pay everything else, your car, you know, those are things that would have taught me discipline and it helped me to understand the value of a dollar instead of just, man, drinking and looking good. Because that's what the heck I was doing in Ohio. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why I would never go back there because there's nothing there. It was a party every day. And then I discovered Jamal Bryant preaching one night, 11:30 at night, and I would go to the bar and set my alarm clock for 11:25 so I could go home and watch it. Go figure. But, you know, even then, I had what is a one? Even then, I had a lot of ideas. You know, I would sit there and I would come up with all these different things I wanted to do in the business. I wanted to do not continuing education, but an what you call it, advanced training center, because I wasn't interested in teaching basic cosmetology. I want to teach you when you get out and teach you the stuff they didn't teach you. Because when you come out of cosmetology school, you don't know how to do nothing. They teach you how to take a test. Unless you've been blessed to already know how to do something or have somebody that, you know, was teaching you on the other side, you really was like a fish out of water when you got out of school. I wanted to do that. I had different business ideas that I had. And so now I'm looking like, okay, here I am going forward and ready to expand. I'm not going to say do something new. I'm going to get ready to expand. I'm going to do the same things, but I'm expanding and implementing some added things. Now I'm looking back on those things, I don't know if I want to do the advanced training center, but it's on the docket just in case. But I also got all this jewelry I need to get rid of. I also got all these clothes I need to get rid of. So now I need to put all of that stuff into play. And that's what's in my hand at this moment. What's in my mind may be that advanced training center. Once I make my mark and get in there, then that may come. But I'm open to it. But I definitely need to get in some circles where one of these cute dresses is going to play a part. I'm getting ready to do some TikToks and advertise my stuff again because yeah, it got to go. I can't be just holding on to this money. I ain't even gonna call it merchandise. I'm holding on to money. That's what I got right now. On top of my skill, my talent, and skills, talent, and ability to do hair. I think that a lot of us are genuinely scared sometimes, or even just don't know. Some people don't realize that something they know how to do can come a business just like that. Then you have people popping up LLCs with no intention of even making a business. It's like, man, at least if you take the time to fill out for it and pay for it, do something with it. It's like I'm thinking now, because right now my LLC is styled by Hermeekness, and that covers my beauty shop and my online boutique. But I'm thinking, because I'm starting new, I want a whole new business. Now that part, I don't know what I want it to be called. But I am gonna create a new LLC for my new state, my new home. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna make it where it can be an umbrella with many DBAs, doing business as. Yeah, doing business as. I just need to hone in on some things and start to create uh, you know, I guess people call it generational wealth. I'm like legacy at this point. Like, what can I have for my children and my children's children? I don't miss my children. They're gonna have to follow the leader and get their own, but I can pick up and catch them grandkids. That's what I'm giving. That's the legacy I'm giving my children. What I learned and how to start businesses and all that stuff. Now y'all start your own and let's get it. If you want to do one together, we can do that. I just think that, especially with the way times are now, jobs ain't even paying that much. And that's not to say everybody should be an entrepreneur, because it's not for everybody. But when we think about, I don't like when I hear people say that person lazy. If it's plenty jobs out there, don't nobody want to work, da da da. But what I learned is, even like after COVID, you see a lot of places have like a decrease in employees. And I think a lot of that is a lot of these people jumped in their car and started doing DoorDash and found other ways. But there are a lot of places where some of us may go in, and as much help as they need, they still won't give us a job. We have to factor in what the real world carries for real out here. What happens when that person does want the job and they do go to get it, but because what they look like, they don't want to give it to them. Some people ain't just that desperate where they hiring by your qualifications or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I just want all of us to win. You know what I mean? There's so much going on in the world right now where if we're not doing something productive or getting ourselves into a place of good, bad gonna kick our ass. Like, ain't gonna kick mine because I'll be trying to be good, but I'm just saying, you can't just run around in the world doing absolutely nothing. Shit, if you run around in the world and you got so much energy for nothing, that means you got that same amount of energy for something else, for everything and anything that could add to your life, that could help you to grow, that can create that generational wealth that can make you that money while you sleep. That's what my mind is like. I'm 50 years old, man. I ain't gonna be standing behind a chair 15 years from now. Hopefully not. And if I am, guess what? It's gonna be because it's the joy of my life. I might want to go in there. Hey, just saying. I might just want to go in there and slap down some fire show hairstyles, because I don't care how old I am doing hair. I'm always gonna stay sharp in that area because that's what I do. And again, I do other stuff. I just don't be doing all that weave and stuff because I don't feel like it. I've been doing hair 30 years. I don't have to go back and start doing those sew-ins because I don't want to. I'm not gonna learn how to put on a wig because I don't want to. I want you, when your wig done pull all your edges out and that other stylists don't know how to camouflage your edges being gone with that haircut. That's who I want. So I can double charge you for a corrective cut. And I was kidding. But I'm so serious. I want to bring back the health of the hair, that woman's self-esteem. When I was going through my health issues, because I had like bad my hemoglobin and my iron was really, really bad. And I didn't know at the time how that overall affected your body, and so that was another thing where I came very sensitive to women who have issues with hair loss, because during that time my hair, like, oh my goodness, y'all, my hair would be so extra thin in the top. Like if I grew it out or had it black, that's when I started dyeing my hair blonde. Now I just like it. But it was so overwhelming, when you used to having hair that was thick. I can grow hair if I wanted to. I had hair down past my shoulders. I choose to cut it off because I like short hair. But to have that thing where your hair is, falling out for maybe medical reasons, or maybe because you don't understand how to take care of your hair, or it could be medicine. All types of things can cause a woman to have hair loss, But until I was dealing with it, I didn't understand, So that's why I have a heart for women who try to cover up those things with what people call protective styles. They braiding it up, they weaving it up, but it's not helping their situation. I want to help with those situations. So I'm a certified trichologist. I'm not going to deal with the whole scope of trichology, but I'm going to deal with the parts that I know that I can help in. And the parts that I know I can help in is the parts where I know that woman's hair can grow back. There's still life there. I want to have connections to people those that their scalp doesn't have life there. Now there's another expert that can come in and I can connect them to. Finder's fee. That's in my hand. That's in my hand. There's things that I'm going to have to invest in to cover that part of my career. But I got the certificate. I'm ready. But it's just like, man, like I said, women that suffer from hair loss, I don't know if any woman that might listen to this or might be on here even understand how that attacks a woman's self-esteem. It's not even funny. So that's those are things that I think about, like how I want to add to my business, because I just got certified a couple months ago. So I haven't even unpacked it here because I know I'm going to be leaving. So once I get grounded and everything, that's another part of my business that I can open up to a whole new world, and more than likely to people who are willing to invest in restoring their, I'm going to call it their glory. Our crown is our glory. I want to help women with that. I don't want to just adjust your crown. I want to help you restore it. We say that a lot to each other. Girl, if you ain't got a friend that'll adjust your crown, man, I can help her adjust your crown and knock it right off your head in the next swing of things. They will. So like I told y'all, I carry solutions. And that's what I'm planning to do, is manifest those solutions. by the grace of God, not through my own strength, but by His, because I ain't got, I'm just meek. I'm just willing. God knows everything that everybody has need of for us to be able to get in where we fit in and do good work. Not be out here hating and screaming and hollering and riding our own boat to hell, pretty much. Shit, I don't want to go there. It's hot. I don't even like when it be hot here. Shoot. I can't even imagine purposely sending myself in. I promise if that was to happen, I'd be like, oh my God, I done accidentally slid down the hot slope. Jesus, help me. I don't want to do it on purpose. What the heck? Oh my God. But yeah, I just really want everybody to really tap into what it is you carry. What do you know how to do? You may be in the corporate world. What is it that you picked up in the corporate world that no, you don't have to quit your job, but maybe you can do a spin-off business to help people on the other side instead of just making that company all the money. Shoot, call it something else, make it look like this, and shoot your own thing out. I know they be talking about some conflict of interest and all that stuff, but where there's a will, there's a way. Or get it started up, and then next thing you know, guess what? You can walk away from that company. I'm always thinking of how I can grow, how I can do better with what I got. What do I need to learn to add to what I got? I'm continuously learning. I've been taking a lot of webinars about target market, ideal clients, things like that. And mostly what I learn, I apply it to my life as well, not just my business. Because if you really just look at things, everything is like connected. Anything that I do in my business, I should be able to do in my life and benefit from it. Anything that I do in my life, I should be able to do it through my business and benefit from it. That's why I tell people all the time, everybody wants to holler brand, but they want to act like their brand is their brand and they are who they are. It's separate. It's not. You're your brand. You're constantly your brand. You're constantly advertising what you do, who you are, all that stuff. You can't separate that stuff. Exactly, just saying. You can't separate your brand from who you are. Prime example would be there's a stylist here. She just go buck wild on her personal page, twerking and cussing women out, calling women bees and stuff. Like, man, this girl done got her body done, and now she out here just doing crazy stuff. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? And then she'll have her business page, and she just got business stuff on there. And she will literally say, "That's my personal page. It don't matter." And yeah. I'm like, I just be watching, like, man, you cannot separate who you are from your business, because when they walk in your business, it's gonna be that girl right there calling women bees. That's gonna greet them at the door, and they're gonna be looking at you like. Imagine how many people seeing you on your personal page calling women bitches, and then somebody was like, "Dang, I ain't booking with her because this is how she think of me," So I always watch what I say, like via social media where there are potential clients. I watch how I carry myself. Yes, I have the most fun on social media on my personal page. However, I'm never going to appear a way that you won't, number one, respect, and that you won't see when you walk in and have a service done by me. You know what I mean? So it's like we have to always remember we represent more than just our family. We represent what we do, our business, and all that good stuff. So at the end of the day, I just want everybody to start thinking about what you carry, because what you carry can make you some money. It can set up longevity for your family once you're gone. It can also inspire your children or people around you to do better, to grow, to establish things that will benefit them in the long run. And it also may set you up for times where, what if we can't go out and work? You know, so yeah, that's what I'm trying to get myself to, that place of comfort, so I don't have to worry. I don't have to jump in my car and go drive a DoorDash. I don't have to do 25,000 heads. I'm gonna be good. I want those things where, as long as they can click online, I got some money coming in. So I don't know about everybody else, but I got work to do, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm about to start dropping some more shorts, that's leading up to when I get ready to really start talking about my journey. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I set out to do 30 minutes and I'm at 36. Woohoo! Normally I would have pushed the hour, but I kind of don't feel good. So I'm about to chill and jump over here in Mob's chat, see what they talking about. And then, I don't know. I guess I'll see you later on somewhere in the chat. And that was my rant for the day. Thank y'all for listening to my meek talk. I love everybody. Thank y'all for the comments on the my, what is it called? The community wall, and for going back listening to the videos that I have posted up, and the comments and everything. I thank y'all. It's just little old me. I ain't trying to be big. If I touch 1, 2, I'm pleased and happy. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help anybody I can, however I can, if I can. Some of y'all ain't gonna be able to help because y'all just, but I'm here. Honestly, I'm cool. I'm telling you, I'm a cool person to talk to. I'm a cool person to know. I ain't gonna hurt a fly unless you hurt me. So let's go. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Bye.